What a start to the 25-26 NBA season for your Golden State Warriors. Starting off 1-0 against the Los Angeles Lakers, 119-109. This was a lot of fun. I don't really think anybody on Golden State's roster particularly played bad, to be honest with you guys, and a lot of guys really stepped up here and had major performances. We're going to talk about the Warriors finally getting the news that they have been waiting for. I'd say for the better part of 3 years now. I think they finally have gotten that news. Also, Jimmy Butler, 31 points. I mean, we're going to talk about him, obviously. 16-16 from the line. We're going to talk about Steph Curry and his dagger night-night three-pointer from the logo range. I mean, right in Gabe Vincent's grill, that basically iced this thing, made it a 10-point game with under a minute left. But the Warriors, I think the big story from this game is one certain player who changed his number and signed a new contract with the Dubs this season. Before we talk about him, and I know it's crazy that I'm vaunting up his performance, but first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you are subscribed to Warriors Today by Chat Sports because we are almost at our next milestone of 99,000 subscribers. If you just watched me turn around, it's because I had to change the screen there to show you guys the live sub counter. Now we're 41 subs away from 91K. If you love the Warriors, you want free content every single day just like this, plus watch parties, because we were live for Warriors versus Lakers, and we'll be live again on Thursday for Warriors versus Nuggets. Hit that subscribe button right now. Free Warriors content every single day. Wow. The Warriors fans, they have finally gotten the news that they've been waiting for. Jonathan Kuminga, 17 points, 9 rebounds, leads the team in boards. Has he ever done that? Maybe the best performance, complimentary-wise. Is it his best box score? Is it his best scoring output? No. But this is the best complimentary version of Jonathan Kuminga that we have seen maybe in his entire Warriors career to this point. He looked awesome playing next to Steph. They were deferring to Kuminga to go ISO in some certain situations. Did it always work out? No. But they trusted Jonathan Kuminga in this game, and Kuminga gave them the trust. He didn't always go tunnel vision driving to the cup, throwing up some willy-nilly shot. He dumped it off to Al Horford for some easy layups, dumped it off to GP2 for some easy layups, dumped it off to Butler, dumped it off to Curry. He was kind of diamond out there. 6 assists to 2 turnovers for Jonathan Kuminga. He was awesome. He nailed 4 threes as well. I'm looking at this stat right here. This Jonathan Kuminga game is his first ever with 8+ rebounds, 5+ assists, and 4 3-pointers made. This is the player we've been asking for. This is the Shawn Marion type of complimentary talent that Steve Kerr has been asking for. Look, man, the expectation is they're going to try to trade Kuminga at some point. But I'll tell you what right now. If you continue to get this version of Jonathan Kuminga, there won't need to be a trade to be made. People are going to ask. People are going to say, oh, he was this player last year. Oh, he showed these flashes. No. I promise you, the Kuminga that we watched against the Los Angeles Lakers in the first game of this season was a totally different player. I guess the work against the math teachers up in Cleveland, I guess it all worked. Dude, he had 13 in the third quarter. He basically kind of moved the momentum in the favor of Golden State and kind of, I don't say put things out of reach, but put things at arm's distance away from the Lakers. He was everything for Golden State. 5 of 5 in that third quarter. 3 of 3 from deep. 3 rebounds, 8+12 in those 12 minutes. 0 turnovers as well, man. His only 2 turnovers came in the first half. This guy's been awesome. He was absolutely fantastic. And that's not to take away from the performance that Jimmy Butler had in this game. If anybody was asking whether or not Jimmy Butler was washed, or if we're going to get the same Butler here, or if we're going to get a true number 2 option, is this good enough for you? Is this good enough for number 2 option? 31, 4, and 5? Is that good enough? It better be, because he ain't going to do this every single night. But when he needs to, He will. If the offense collapses in, or if the offense isn't getting anything going, it's pretty stagnant for the most part. This is a player who you can just give the basketball to. He will get inside the paint. He will get a defender up in the air. He will get to the free throw line. 16 of 16 for Jimmy Butler from the stripe today. That's the most free throws made in a Warriors season opener all time. Yeah, Jimmy Butler was well worth the trade. Jimmy Butler was well worth the extension. Yeah, I said it. Don't give a shit that he's going to make it $55 million a year. He was absolutely phenomenal. Now, other big dogs on Golden State. Steph, he had the dagger. Didn't necessarily have the most effective scoring night, but did his thing. Wasn't the most efficient night. Made the shot when he needed to make it. And there's no critiquing that needs to go on here with Wardell. He's doing a fantastic job. I'll tell you what, guys. This was an awesome game. This was a lot of fun. We're going to talk about more performances. A true standout performance from a Warriors rookie here. Yeah, a rookie that's getting big praise from Steve Kerr. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But if you want the Warriors to keep this thing going, if you want the Warriors to win again on Thursday, go down below, hit that thumbs up icon, like today's video, smash it so we know that Dub Nation is behind Golden State here and they want to keep this thing going. We'll talk about those more performances in just a moment. First, though, I got to tell you guys about our sponsor, as this episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports platform because it's daily fantasy made easy. You and I make decisions every single day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. It can actually get you up to 2,000 times your money in one lineup watching your Golden State Warriors this season. Like I said, it's daily fantasy made easy. All you guys got to do is pick a lineup of 2 to 6 players and just pick more or less on their projected stats. But there's a ton of apps that offer those types of features. There's no apps that offer the features that Prize Picks offers, like stacks. If you want to take Steph Curry points, Steph Curry three-pointers made, Steph Curry assists, all in the same lineup, you can do so on Prize Picks with their stacks feature. That's the only daily fantasy sports app that does that. You can also follow other creators on Prize Picks, whether it be a celebrity, a friend, or somebody whose picks you like. You can hit that follow button in the feed tab and copy somebody's picks right into your lineup. And I will tell you guys, you might want to copy my picks because, yeah, I was on the money for the Warriors season opener against the Los Angeles Lakers. That's why you guys subscribe and watch our watch parties as well, because I give out these picks for free. Yeah, I had Austin Reaves more than 24.5 points. He had 26. I had Brandon Bajemski more than 5 rebounds. He had 7. I had DeAndre Ayton less than a block and 1.5 blocks and steals. He had 1. I had Steph Curry on a max discount, by the way. That's a 99% off projection, more than half a point. And I had Jonathan Kuminga more than 2.5 3-pointers attempted. He made more than 2.5. You could tell my picks or fade them. Just do it at Prize Picks. Download the app today and use the code CLNS because new users are getting hooked up with $50 in lineups after they play their first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Alrighty, man. We got to talk about it. The rookie, Will Richard. Big time debut. And is he jumping off the page in the box score? No. But he had a couple of steals out there. Had one steal where he got called for a foul, and I thought it was total Bush League. This guy is active. He knows how to play in this Golden State Warriors offense, in this Golden State Warriors system. He's got a knack for the basketball. He was on a national champion Florida Gators team, and you could argue he's the best point of attack defender on that squad. He's bringing all of that high floor level of basketball to the Golden State Warriors here. I want to get the quote from Steve Kerr specifically. Will Richard looks like he's in his 7th year. He does not look like a rookie out there. Played 14 minutes in this game. It's a good chance that we could see Will Richard here really being a mainstay in the Golden State Warriors rotation. They were without Moses Moody tonight. We'll see how much that affects Will Richard's playing time and role in this roster. But shit, man. He was pretty damn good. Nailed the only 3-point attempt that he was tasked with. Well, that was in the 4th quarter. That was a clutch 3-pointer as well. This kid is not afraid of the moment, and he's playing within the Warriors system here, within the flow of everything that's going on. Complimentary player. Can't wait to see more of him within this Golden State Warriors squad. We'll talk about GP2 a little bit, who closed the game with the dubs here. And that's some big-time buckets. You know what GP2 does, man. He lurks around that dunker spot. He's always available, has good hands, and is a good finisher at the rim as well. Went 3 of 6 tonight. Had 3 turnovers. Don't love that. But Golden State kept things relatively clean throughout this ball game, man. As a team, as a whole, they were pretty solid. I want to get their turnover numbers here because they did end up having 13 in the first half. Oh, yeah, and only 5 in the second half there. Also, the Warriors as a team, 29 assists on 38 made baskets. That's going to win you ball games. And then when Jimmy Butler's getting to the line as much as he is, that's going to win you ball games as well. Other guys who made an absolute impact, Buddy Hield with 17 in this game. I mean, continues to not be afraid to let that thing fly. Had a big-time postseason for Golden State, and he was awesome in this one as well. You don't want the ball in his hands too often because he's going to turn it over if he puts it on the deck, but again, was really, really solid. Draymond, is this not the most Draymond Green stat line of all time? The 4 turnovers really makes it the Draymond Green stat line of all time. 8 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. Was efficient, didn't do more than he needed to on the offensive end, scoring it. So, continues to be an elite defender. I'll tell you what, I want to go back to Jonathan Kuminga real quick because not everything was necessarily perfect for him tonight. He was tasked with an incredibly difficult assignment defensively. LeBron James is not playing in this ball game. And that means that it was just total, heliocentric ball from one Luka Doncic. And yeah, Austin Reaves put up 26 in this game, but Luka absolutely fried the Golden State Warriors in isolation, man. Specifically on Kuminga. Maybe this was, the Golden State Warriors' defensive game plan against Luka. Let him kind of get by, let the defense collapse in, and make him drive and kick out to open shooters and make those guys beat you in this game. He had 43, 12, and 9. Like, if that was Golden State's game plan, without LeBron in this ball game, they did it to a T. They let Luka get whatever he wanted, and then made the other guys try to make the plays when they needed to, and they just couldn't. I mean, Reaves had a good game, decent enough. They got Gabe Vincent running around. They got Jared Vanderbilt doing nothing. Marcus Smart in his Laker debut was okay, but at the end of the day, man, this Warriors team is just better than the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think that's plain to see. Shout out Pods again, grabbing 7 boards. Like I said in my prize picks earlier, he was awesome as well. Just as a whole, like how many turnovers did the Warriors forced in this game? I want to see this. The Lakers only had 23 assists on 42 made baskets. So clearly, isolation ball was what they were trying to beat Golden State with, and that's just not going to do it against as well-oiled of an offense and machine as the Dubs have. 19 turnovers here for the Lakers, so the Warriors end up winning the turnover battle. Just did a great overall job, man. I'm so excited to watch this team continue to play and mesh together because, it's a totally brand new roster. Absolutely a ball to watch so far. Al Horford in his Warriors debut as well. I want to talk about him real quick before we get out of today's show. But Horford, wasn't the best. Wasn't his best work. Did nail a couple of threes as I'm looking for his name here. Yeah, here we go. Did nail one of his 4 3-point attempts. We'll see. He's just going to get more and more acclimated to this system. I mean, he's been a guy who hasn't played in this Golden State offense for, ever in his career, but you can see the flashes, you can see the defense. He stopped a alley-oop attempt from Marcus Smart to Jackson Hayes in this game, so clearly the defensive acumen, the IQ was all still there. The offense is only going to come in due time as he gets more acclimated to this Warriors team. So with that being said, as we get out of here, I just want the W's to fly in the chat. Warriors get the win. Give me some W's down below in the comment section. I want to see like 200-300, maybe 600-700 W's down below as the Warriors start the season 1-0. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well, as that will do it for today's edition of Warriors Today by Chat Sports. Will be live again on Thursday, so make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Turn those notifications on so you catch us again when we are live. We'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, let's go Dubs.